The World Cup is football's biggest stage. History is written here, heroes are born, and legacies are defined. But not every story ends in glory. For every country that ends up lifting the World Cup, there's another that falls agonizingly short. And so today, I want to honor these players who almost won a World Cup. We're going to be picking one player from every World Cup final losing team, starting with 2022. Arguably the greatest final of all time. This was supposed to be Messi's night, his coronation as a world champion, and things were going well as Argentina were 2-0 up, but then the villain of this story appeared. Kylian Mbappe, a man on a mission, a hat-trick in a World Cup final, almost stole away Messi's gold, but in the end, Argentina and Messi had done just about enough, and it was Mbappe's France on the losing side. I actually watched that game live in the stadium, and it was one of the craziest experiences of my life. I will never forget that moment when Mbappe equalized. It was unreal. Saying that, we now get to pick one player from France's 2022 losing team. And this was the lineup they had in the final. Giroud up top. I am not picking Giroud. I'm not gonna lie, Dembele would be awesome. Although if I remember, he had a stinker in that final. We could go with Varane, who's retired, but I think he does have a flashback card in the game. Lloris, if we want to go for a goalkeeper, but who am I kidding? There's only one real choice. The man who scored a hat-trick in a World Cup final and still couldn't get the trophy home. And straight away, we're dropping 4.9 million coins for our first player. Of course, we had to put Kylian Mbappe in a World Cup final losing team. But the good thing for Mbappe is we're heading back to 2018, and this was Mbappe's breakout here. This time, he got the job done with an incredible France team to end up lifting the World Cup. Now, although the story was about how France won and Mbappe being the golden boy, there was another midfielder who absolutely gave it everything to carry Croatia to the final. That's right, a small country like Croatia, nobody could have predicted them to do so well. But when you've got the magician, Luka Modric, everything is possible. In fact, for taking Croatia to the World Cup final, he kind of won the Ballon d'Or as well. Now, of course, from that Croatia team, there are a couple of options we can choose. The obvious ones are Modric, but there's also Brozovic, Perisic, but it would be rude not to go with Luka Modric, man, a Ballon d'Or winner. I'm actually interested to see which countries do we see in this team. We've got France and Croatia so far. Oh, and coincidentally enough, both Real Madrid players. But we're now heading back to 2014, the World Cup in Brazil. This was one of my favorite World Cups, man. Brazil was such a vibe. It was like watching a carnival. Well, not really for Brazil, because they've only got bad memories from this. Yup, 2014 was the year Germany won the World Cup, deservedly so. But it was heartbreak for Messi in that final as, yes, Argentina lost the 2014 final. In fact, there's like a photo of Messi looking at the World Cup back then, which became like photo of the year. Now, thankfully for Messi, he did get redemption back in 2022. But man, 2014 would have been tough for him, losing a World Cup final. Now, what I'm wondering is, how good was that Argentina team? They had Higuain up top, which does not excite me. Mascherano's pretty nice, to be honest. He's got some crazy cards in game, and plus getting defenders is going to be a bit tricky. Sergio Romero also has like a gold card. I mean, we'd get a goalkeeper this way. But come on, guys. If we pick anyone else apart from Leo Messi from this lineup, it would be a crime. And I've actually got this team of the year honorable mentions Messi in my club. Perfect time to put him in the squad. I mean, what a team so far. Mbappe, Messi, and Modric. I'm telling you, man, there are some of the greatest players of all time that are going to be in this team. We're heading back now to the 2010 World Cup. This time was for Africa. And I'm pretty sure this was my first World Cup watching on TV. 10-year-old me was so impressed with Spain that World Cup. I mean, nobody could get the ball off them. Xavi, Iniesta, David Villa. What a super team they had. And of course, they got the job done winning the 2010 World Cup. But not many remember the heartbreak the Dutch suffered that year. I mean, Netherlands are a country that have never won the World Cup. And they actually have the record of most World Cup final appearances without winning. And oh man, that Netherlands team was something. Then Van Persie, Iron Robin, Wesley Sneijder. There were Ballon d'Or shouts for him back then. I think we got to choose between Robin Van Persie and Wesley Sneijder. I think I've made my choice, boys. Sneijder's got a lovely 93 rated foot birthday card. The pace is there, the passing, the dribbling. Let's pick him up for just 160k. And there you go. We're making Sneijder teammates with Messi. So far, we've picked 4 players all from different countries. Also, guys, I do think we need to focus on getting a few more defenders defensive players because we do need to build a full team. I can't have players playing out of position everywhere. As you guys know, once we've built this World Cup final losing team, I am going to play one game of FC 25, where for every game I lose by, one random discard. This Mbappe is legit worth 5 million coins. We need to build a good team so we don't have to discard him. And okay, for that, we're heading to 2006. Oh man, this was an iconic World Cup final. France versus Italy. And the infamous Zidane headbutt. I can't say what Materazzi said to Zidane in this video. I'll get demonetized. But regardless of whatever he said, for Zidane to react like that when the country needs you, that's an L from Zidane, I'll say. And of course, that World Cup final went to penalties with Italy getting the job done. Man, if only France had won that game, we could have maybe picked Cannavaro or Buffon for our team. But of course, Italy got the job done. So we're going to have to select from this France team. Oh, that's, by the way, the second French player we're going to be adding into our team. We could go with Thuram if we want for the centre-back spot. Patrick Vieira. I mean, I wanted defensive players, and here they are. There's Makalele as well. There's Thierry Henry. There's Franck Ribéry as well. I'm kind of struggling to choose between Zidane and Thuram. I feel like Thuram is the smarter choice, boys. We do need at least one defensive player. And okay, Thuram might have one of the craziest right-back cards I've ever seen. 94 defense and physical. The pace as well. Bro, he's got every defensive playstyle. Yep, I think we're choosing Thuram. 1.9 million coins, and let's go. We're not picking Zidane, which I know is going to annoy some of you guys. But come on, we're building a team, and Thuram fits in perfectly. And actually, we can move him around a bit. He can play centre-back as well. This is perfect. And so it's time to head to 2002, the World Cup which was held in South Korea, but which became super famous for R9 Ronaldo's crazy haircut. I mean, if social media was there back then, this would be the biggest meme. Then R9 backed it up with one of the most iconic performances in the World Cup. And in the final, he got the job done, scoring twice. And it was Germany who had to be on the losing side. Okay, I'm looking at that Germany team, and there really aren't many players that are in the game. Oliver Kahn is one of the greatest keepers of all time, but he's not in FIFA. Oh, there's Miroslav Klose, and even Lars Ricken, who was on the bench but didn't play, so I don't think it makes sense to take him. I guess the only other option then we have is Miroslav Klose. Wow, that's easily the worst player we've put into our team today. But Klose does deserve this recognition because he is the player with the most goals in World Cup history. What a record to have. More than the likes of Messi and even Mbappe. But yeah, that's our striker spot gone, and we've put in a striker there whose stats aren't looking all that good considering we're in April. But let's see if the 1998 World Cup can do us any better. This time it was Brazil on the losing end as they couldn't handle an unbelievable France team. 3-0 against Brazil. I mean, that France team was crazy. Bro, that France team had Desailly, Deschamps, who's of course the manager of France now. Petit was in there, Zizou as well. Funnily enough, Thierry Henry wasn't good enough to be a starter back then. He was on the bench. But what we need to focus on is the Brazil team that lost that World Cup. I mean, come on. They had R9 Ronaldo up top, Rivaldo as well, Roberto, Carlos, and Cafu too. I mean, those are some incredible options that we can go for. Now, what's crazy is that I've actually got R9 Ronaldo in my club. I literally packed his 90 version. I know it's only 90 rated, but it's still R9. Well, we can't pick him, boys, because we've got nowhere to put him. Klose is playing up top in that striker role. That is such an L. What a chance it was to put R9 in our team. I guess then the play has to be between Roberto, Carlos, and Cafu. And I guess since we've already got a right back, makes sense to get a left back with Roberto Carlos. Let's pick him up for 630k. And now we've got a Brazilian in the team as well. It's only France who've so far got 2 players in the lineup. Is that going to change with the 1994 World Cup? Well, it could have, because Brazil came really close to losing, but they got the job done on penalties. Talking about penalties, this was the eternal moment of pain for Roberto Baggio. Missed a crucial pen. He was their best player as well. When you watch that miss, you can literally feel Baggio's pain, and he's gonna relive that moment throughout the rest of his life. I know, that Italy team was a bit insane. Maldini at the back, Baresi as well. Of course, we've got the choice of going with Baggio. He'll fit perfectly in our team in that cam position. But when you get a chance to pick Maldini, you're stupid to not go for him. The greatest defender of all time. Let's get him in our team for 1 million coins. Bro, honestly, what a team this is shaping out to be. Easily worth over 10 million coins already. And you know it's only going to get more expensive because we're heading to 1990. A final that ended in tears. Argentine tears, as Diego Maradona could not get the job done. West Germany back then managed to win the World Cup. And it was a crazy game because Argentina had like 2 red cards. But man, Maradona could literally have have won back-to-back World Cups. How crazy would that have been? But from that Argentina team, he's the only player that's in the game. So, of course, it makes sense to pick him. And I'm pretty sure I've got this 92 Maradona. Let me know in the comments if you did this Evo, because this card is insane, and we're going to be adding him into the team. Okay, now we just need a center-back and a goalkeeper, and we've got our team complete. We're heading to 1986, where coincidentally, it was the same exact teams in the final. West Germany and Argentina. But this time, it was the Germans who were in tears, as Maradona lifted the World Cup, one of the most iconic moments in this sport. But from that Germany team, who can we pick? I think the only player that's in the game is Lothar Matthaus. There's Rudi Voller on the bench, but nah, I think it's got to be Matthaus. And the good thing is, I do have a centre-back Matthaus card that's absolutely perfect for the team. And there you go, we've got a full outfield. All we need now is a goalkeeper. We're heading to 1982, and bro, I'm looking at the players who played this World Cup final, and they're ancient. None of them are in the game. It was Italy who beat West Germany, and the goalkeeper for the Germans was Harald Schumacher. Who? Honestly, you guys can make fun of my ball knowledge, but I've never heard of him. I know there are going to be some comments bullying me for not knowing him. But let's be real, most of you guys watching also don't know who this guy is. Now, since there isn't a player we can pick, I'm going to have to pick the lowest rated German player I've got in my club, which is a 71 rated Hoffman. Well, hopefully we won't need our goalkeeper, because my goodness, is that defense insane. Plus, we've got an unbelievable midfield. Messi and Mbappe up top. All right, let's see if this team of World Cup losers can actually cook. For every goal we lose by, there will be a discard. And man, the team is expensive. We don't want any sort of discards. I think the only weakness we've got is Klose, but he's found Mbappe well. And look at the face of Mbappe. There is no catching him. Killing Mbappe. No. Why did he hit that straight at the keeper? Diego. Oh, the dribbling from Diego. He's gone through everyone, and he gets the goal. Okay, Maradona wearing a Germany kit does not look that good. Oh, but we are seeing Messi and Maradona link up. It is emotional, and there's the pass to Maradona, and he gets the job done. What a goal. Bro, this guy's squad name is Bai. That makes me want to make this guy rage quit even more, and it's a scuffle, and Mbappe with the tap in. Messi. Oh, the roulette. You don't see Messi doing that. Keeps going. Trying to walk the keeper there. And oh, that was just too easy. Bro, this guy should just rage quit, man. He cannot compete. Look at that penalty. I wish we had Baggio here to get redemption. Oh, there's no redemption needed because this guy just rage quit. Bye-bye. The World Cup losers, though, do get their redemption, and we don't have to discard anyone. Now, if you enjoyed this video, watch me build a team of one loser from every Champions League. Click here.